Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Piledriver. I see by his smile that he has already noticed who's in the group. I am Mike, the ref. On my right, or actually he's down below me right now, is my main man, Tony Forge.
That's okay.
We are back. Sorry about last week. We all had dad stuff to do.
Dude, I just... Yeah.
I mean, hey, it happens. It happens.
We're late because of my dadness right now.
We're old. We're tired. We had hard days at work. But that, doesn't distract us from what happened on Saturday at Boots to Vets. Boots versus Vets was an event for Mega's history, I guess we'll say. This was definitely going down in history books.
Surprisingly, an event for the history books, for sure.
All right, and I do have a special guest I've invited this evening. But before we get into the show in general and bring our guest on, I do want to send the most amazing, spectacular shout out to one Jen Forge. We were about to do the show. We were in the VFW hall. We fucking went to go play the national anthem, as you should do. Something happened. It didn't want to play. And this chick busted out with these fucking pipes like... That's all I'm going to say. Jen, you fucking killed it. So she deserves more flowers.
Very much.
Dude, obviously we're going to talk... Go ahead.
She wasn't going to sing and like you said, busted it out. She originally was going to and then was not. And then some happenstance,
and then she
didn't work. And yep.
And then she did.
Killed
it.
And,
we had some stuff happen throughout the night. Obviously, we'll get into that a little bit, but we do have somebody, I guess we could say he's important now. Yeah, I mean, he was always important, but now he's the most important, essentially. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I'm going to fucking say this. Welcome to the Piledriver Podcast, the owner of Mega Championship Wrestling, Vito Mozzarella.
Greetings, citizens.
How are you, boss? How are things?
Good evening, boss.
Things have been fantastic since Saturday. Thank you for asking.
That's good to hear. On Saturday, obviously, we had a match, and I'm going to just skip right to it. It was supposed to be a one-on-one. Vito was supposed to go 1v1 with Brandon Xavier in a boot camp rules match. But as happenstance, has it, Vito had an injury and was unable to compete in that match. So a stipulation was laid out to where if Norm and Blake, who were going to go against Dr. Creefudo and El Tic Taco, won their match. If Blake and Norm won, Vito got to be the general manager of Turmoil.
Which, mind you, I thought was an incredible idea.
Don't kid yourself. I'm going to have to agree with Brandon on that one. Independent wrestling corporations, we don't need GMs. That's the stupidest fucking thing we've ever heard. However, Brandon was so sure of his victory that he put the ownership on the line. After
the whole company.
The whole company. And after, the referee, who just happened to be Brandon Xavier, took a bump, I was dragged from the back by at the behest of one Colt Johnson, thrown into the ring. I very hesitantly counted 1, 2, and then one Blake Dixon assisted me and slammed my hand down for 3, successfully winning the match and getting Vito Mozzarella the company.
It was a beautiful moment. Some say a monumentous moment.
I mean, I would agree. Like I said, the show on Saturday will definitely go down in Mega history. the ownership changed hands in a match.
It did.
Jill in the chat, she says, hi, Vito Mozzarella.
Hello, Jill.
Now I know it's been said that you're going to tell us all. You're going to talk to us all this Thursday on Turmoil. You're going to let us know everything that's happening. But let's talk about some of the stuff that's been posted since then. Brazzi's been fined $500.
Yes, he has.
Actually, $550, I believe.
Well, things happen. Unfortunately, Brazzi Suave had to be made an example. They won't be as severe, but they will be prevalent. Paulie will know a lot about them, unfortunately.
That is my next question. What is the future, I guess, so to speak, of Paulie the Hammer?
Paulie is gainfully employed.
At this point?
At this point in time.
Paulie.
But he will be held underneath. He will be held underneath a microscope. That is to say the least. The absolute least.
Tony, he can literally fire anybody now. I mean, he told Brandon to leave the show.
I was sure to right. I
had to make sure I still had a job.
And you do.
Thank you, sir. I mean, in all fairness, if it wasn't,
yes, Tony did get the point.
Is fantastic.
I didn't get the point. I'll get it on Thursday. I hope.
It's a great thing.
You'll get it on Thursday. You got the point, Tony. Congratulations.
I seen everybody's pictures
Tony
today.
Forge is mozzarella.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Ref Mike is trying to be mozzarella too. I ain't trying to get fired.
All mozzarella.
Tick in the chat. He said he loved it and that Paulie stinks. So, I guess the next question, Vito, I have for you is, what direction are you planning on taking this?
Taking what? Mega Championship Wrestling?
Yes, sir.
We are taking it straight to the moon. I'm telling you right now, Mega Championship Wrestling is going to reach heights some have only talked about in song and in story. Who knows? We might even get Tony Forge back in the ring under my leadership.
This is the stuff that songs are made of, is what you're saying. Like,
this is what I'm telling you right now.
Dreams are made of.
All right. Well,
hey now. This is what dreams are made of.
We got Tommy in the chat. He said, I am now changing my name from the BBC to VBC. Vito's best commentator.
Yes.
So, we will have the VBC and, hopefully Paulie the Hammer on Thursday night.
Oh, Paulie will be there.
All right.
What is Thursday going to look like?
Beautiful. We've already said, we've already seen it posted. It will be now known as Thursday Night Mozzarella.
Thursday night Mozzarella episode 1 is going to be the greatest episode in all of professional wrestling history. I tell you this now. Look at it's beautiful. It's pink.
It looks great. It is pink. It is pink.
It does look great. You do have a great production team. I will say that.
I do. I have a fantastic production team.
I'm so happy because I put this in the comments and I didn't know if you had seen it, Vito. In the chat currently, we have Devin McMillan. And he always likes to talk smack about me, and I just happened to tell him, we got new ownership now. I could very much request a match, and Vito could say yes, and me and Devin could get it. We could have a match.
Listen.
So.
Never say never, but no.
You're lucky, Devin. You're lucky. All right. That's not the only idea I have. I'll talk to you on Thursday. I have plenty.
I believe. So many people do, apparently.
Don't you? Yeah, and it ends with Tony getting the belt.
For sure. All the belts.
Every belt. He's down for that.
All any that you guys might want to have. Obviously not the ones that you guys want to have.
Devin wants to know if you can change the ref for Thursday, Vito. Because
there will be multiple refs on Thursday. What are you talking about, Devin?
Yeah, exactly. There will be 2.
What kind of show do you think I'm running?
So, exactly. Well, boss, I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got bills to pay. I know you got things to do. You got a show to set up this Thursday.
Oh yes. Speaking of which, I'm going to use this time to make a quick announcement to the Mega Championship Wrestling roster. Brandon made it very clear in a meeting prior to the show that for the month of June, all of our fees are paid, and that was a tremendous thing that he offered that I would not like to offer. So not only are you going to pay fees for the month of June, but you are going to pay an installment for wrestling under my leadership, which are pretty much just your fees again. So you're going to pay double the amount in the month of June to train under my leadership. I think this is beneficial for everybody.
You're going to double their fees?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
I think this is incredible.
It will help Mega's profit margins. I think that's really smart of you.
Oh,
that's really smart.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, so in the month of June, you heard it here. Vito, the boss, has said fees will be doubled.
Fees will be doubled.
So I guess I need to. We're gonna have to hurry this show up. I'm gonna have to go door dashing or something because I wasn't ready for that, Vito. You can't just drop a bomb like that on me.
Well, I mean, I saw it. Everybody's here. I might as well.
Payments? Can I make payments? Like,
you pay me.
Brazzi said he owes $550 in fines. We already talked about that.
Yeah,
before.
Don't worry, Brazzi. You might not get more.
Well, I mean, we will see. He has, as we've heard, also today was posted. You've given Chris Cole essentially the green light to do whatever he wants. Yeah,
Chris Cole. He's a legend, in the world of professional wrestling, and a man I respect a lot, quite frankly, because of his skill set in kicking my ass. So I think instead of making sure, I don't get hurt, we just put that on Brazzi even more so.
Okay. I mean,
that's my thought process.
Jill wants to know if we can make a rule. Can you make a rule that Paulie the Hammer can no longer throw up the West Side Dubs?
That is an incredible rule, Jill Dials. I'm gonna have to add that to the book. I'm gonna have to add that to the rule book.
So now every time Paulie throws up the dubs, he gets a fine?
Yeah, he will be fined $25 per West Side Dub.
Oh my Lanta. Okay. Well,
yes.
Man.
As we can see, changes are already coming at Vega Championship Wrestling.
Oh, Vega Championship Wrestling is a beautiful name, don't you think, Mike?
I think it's great.
Don't you think, Tony? Tony, don't you think it's a beautiful name?
Wonderful.
You think it's wonderful? There we go.
I think
Brazzi
it's a beautiful.
Now we are all happy.
Oh, Brazzi said he's going to pay Paulie's fines.
He's going to pay Paulie's fines?
For throwing up the West Side Dub. So, Paul, if you
that's his
Paulie
wallet.
For throwing up the West Side Dubs,
that's his wallet.
Gonna pay.
Okay, I'll give him that. That's his wallet.
Hey, whatever. Devin in the chat saying Brazzi for new ownership. What do you say now, Vito? Can I wrestle Devin?
You still can't wrestle Devin. But the day that Brazzi is the owner of Mega Championship Wrestling is actually the day I turn into Megan Thee Stallion. So I don't think we're ever going to see Brazzi in charge of Mega Championship Wrestling.
I mean, we don't know. But for now, until anything changes, vehemently, essentially, you deciding you're going to retire. You are the current owner. You are in charge. So, like I said, I don't want to keep you too long. Hope to see a great show on Thursday for the first.
Oh, it'll be a beautiful show.
Thursday night mozzarella.
Thursday night mozzarella. I can't wait to see you there. Mike, I'm going to need you to show up at 5:30 a.m. and make sure everything's okay. And I need you to stay on the premises all day. Okay, bye.
What? I got work? Like, I got a real job I got to do as well as the... All right, well, I mean, we'll see.
He didn't say me. That's fine.
that was your new owner of Mega Championship Wrestling, Vito Mozzarella. So,
dude, it is gonna get wild at Vega Championship Wrestling. What are we gonna do?
I have no idea, brother. To be honest with you, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm just kind of playing it by ear at this point. Let's go over the rest of the show. We did have a tag team champion. These matches are not in order. We did have the tag team championships were on the line as the Old School Assassins went up against Mike Michaels and the Iron Satchmo. This was a good match, but we talked about this before. We kind of hit this one on the head, Tony. You know, it was Old School Assassins kind of just putting on a clinic, dude.
Right. Just beat them up, beat them down. I mean, and it was Iron Bullies are no slouches at all. We've seen that over the past few months. And it was at a point where the Old School Assassins had them beat and still took the time, I think, to put them both in submissions.
Bro, this was probably one of the craziest. So this snapshot they do, we've seen it before, but they've knocked off pretty tough. That's how they won the titles. And they hit this snapshot, and Seth went down for the pin. I dropped down, I hit the one, and he just kind of lifted his body up and said, no. We're not doing this. And you had the match won. He puts Mike Michaels in a sharpshooter. Satch comes in to try to save him, and he gets locked in an STF where essentially Satch and Michaels are face to face trying to not tap out.
They grabbing each other, like trying to stop each other from tapping out. But, no, still
it did not work.
Get through it.
And still your mega heavyweight tag team champions, Old School Assassins, which, like I said before, these guys put on a clinic every time they step in the ring. We talked about that. We'll save that one for the last. Oh, that's all we had? All right, hold on. I got it.
Did I not have the whole thing?
Nope, I got the card right here. Look at that. Boom! So we started the match off, or the start of the show off. We could just drop this out of here. We started the show off. We had a pre-show match, The Drew, on El Refundo, and it was actually pretty. I won't say surprising because Drew, we've always known Drew's got skills, but it was very, thought out, methodical. It is a different Drew than we're used to seeing. You can tell that he's been doing what he's supposed to be doing. You can tell he's been in the gym. You can tell he's been training. He put a work on Refundo there. So for him to walk out there in a pre-show and get another big victory.
Frankly, you can tell Refundo's been putting in the work as well, man. I mean, honestly, you can see his work in the gym. You can see him putting in the work that he's been, and training and everything and getting better in the ring. But the Drew still, I mean, the bet in the scenario here put a hurting on him, like you said.
Yeah, 100%. We started off the main card with a banger, in my opinion. We've seen these guys kind of cutting promos back and forth. Both of them are masters of the mind game, but they finally had to meet 1v1 in the ring. Sebastian LaShawn and Bryson Teller. This was a good match, really good match. Bryson Teller ended up getting the upper hand after just a simple roll-up. He was able to get weight distribution correctly on Sebastian and keep the shoulders down. I mean, I don't think that this is the end for this rivalry, though. We're going to see this one for a little while to come. Next match, we had RJ Jonesy going one-on-one against the West Side Luchador Brazi Suave. Again, great match. This was a solid match until the end, when we saw the Killer once again go after Mega's fan favorite. At this point, I wonder what Chris Cole has up his butt about Brazi Suave. Maybe it is the fact that
careful now.
Brazi, I mean, he's got a vendetta against Brazi for some reason, and
I mean,
Apparently, he's going to
right,
take his
and like, when
frustrations
is
out on
it?
Fudo this weekend.
Yeah, when is it going to rear its head? Like he hasn't, as far as I can see, he hasn't made any reasoning. You know, he's just being a bully, being
Pretty much.
you know, the Chris Cole of old, frankly.
I mean, yeah. So he came out. Him and Jonesy had a little moment with them, and they beat up Brazzi, and then they left together after Kristen and I were able to, finally get them out of the ring. Tommy in the chat said Brazzi is a broke ass punk. I assume. I mean, I missed that comment earlier. That was probably from when Devin said Brazzi for new owner. Devin said Brazzi for new ownership. Tommy said Brazzi's a broke ass punk. So, the next match was the tag team match that we talked about with Vito Mozzarella earlier. Blake and Norm versus Creed Fudo and El Tic Taco. And I mean, there's nothing more we can say. Brandon was your special referee. He ended up getting hit with a kendo stick and going down. Then I got dragged out of the locker room, thrown into the ring, and forced to count the 1, 2, 3 by my new bosses, I guess, Bear City Vice.
Yeah.
So,
and how can you argue that?
It is what it is.
And they literally threw Brandon out the front door, bags and all.
Yeah, that's exactly. And when after the match was over, Brandon headed to the locker room, and they essentially were like, "No, hit the bricks." They, Blake Dixon brought his bag out, hit him with the womp womp, and they essentially told Brandon to leave.
Yeah, the na. Yeah, it was rough.
I still can't believe it. Still hard to believe that Vito Mozzarella is the owner, but hey, that happens in business. First half main event, I'm going to call it that because in my opinion, this match was one of the matches of the night. Alex Daniels made his return against Cutthroat Cruz.
Yes.
A guy that we see, the guy that I have had some problems with in the past couple of weeks, but it is what it is. We talked about it. The hatchet's been buried. And
tap out.
it was announced that they will be getting their rematch because again it looked to me and like to everybody else that Brian tapped out. So he apparently did not.
He apparently did not think the same thing and was not fond of that.
No, he didn't like my decision.
Your decision, man. Not at all.
I caught Anita the chin last week on Turmoil for that. But he was able to rectify and took Alex Daniels, to the house. I mean, and Jill said right here, I watched this one on YouTube. This was the one we streamed.
Yes, thank you, Jill.
This was the one we went live for. And this match cooked. This match was great. I loved every second of it. So, Brian, Cutthroat Cruz, go ahead.
How do you not get a good match out of an Alex Daniels, performance? I mean, the man exudes charisma. I mean, he's standing still for like the first 2 minutes of the match, but he exudes charisma. Even that.
I don't know what to say when Alex Daniels steps into the ring, but he is probably, I'd say, up there with one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen in person. So Alex and Cutthroat killed this match. Cutthroat actually able to walk away with a victory here.
Yeah. Yep.
Which was actually pretty crazy. So kudos to him. We'll see what's next. I know he's got a return match with Shapiro coming in the near future.
That's a whole nother thing. Syndicate.
And then we started off the second half was the Iron Bullies and the OSA. We talked about that. And then we went into Dios Salvador's grudge match against Gavin Gradley. And I'm not even going to get into this one. Once again, cash inked. Skyler was afraid his partner was going to lose his singles title and felt the need to insert himself into the match, therefore causing a disqualification. Your winner by DQ, Dios Salvador, but still Infinity Champion, Gavin Gradley.
And just frankly, for how Dios still, putting himself in the match, still performing with a hurt knee going into it,
Yeah. Well, and then they tried to jump him afterwards, obviously, to take advantage of that knee. And then the save was made by, the Dios' prodigy, Riley Santos.
Right.
So Riley and Dios ran him out of there. And I mean, I like we said, this isn't the last time we see Dios and Cash Inc. and their fight they got going on. The semi-main event was a five-way? Yeah, it was five-way eliminator. The Bulldog Bowers.
This blew me away, man.
Jimmy James versus Victor Belov versus Kalam versus Chris Onyx. These are minus Big Mo. This is the biggest that Mega has to offer. This is what Mega has to offer. Sure. This is our Hoss division. These are the big boys. And I will totally agree with Tony. If you did not see the results on this one that were posted, Bulldog Bowers walked out of here with a victory.
Bro, not only the victory, he ran through he pinned everyone.
He eliminated every single member of this match.
Wild.
So the fact that he came in last week, we haven't seen Bowers in a long time. He showed back up on Turmoil, and he's been pretty dominant. And then to come into Boots versus Vets and absolutely destroy the field.
Yeah.
I mean, be on the lookout. I mean, we saw Disco Dustin Bowers a long time ago hold that Brass Knuckles championship.
He can get it done.
Bulldog Bowers might come to take that championship.
Exactly. Any championship he wants, frankly, with a show out like that. I mean, he keeps it up for sure.
Oh, yeah. And then last but most certainly not least, the Mega Championship was on the line as Pastor CeeLo defended against the Southern Sinner, Colt Johnson. I guess for this one, you could put it in Vito's win column. Vito did still hold up Brandon's stipulation as to barring Bear City Vice from ringside. It was CeeLo. It was Colt Johnson, 1v1. I mean, Colt had Wes Grouper out there, but Wes is, we all know the manager. Wes is not a wrestler. So Wes being out there didn't really, hinder CeeLo, but it didn't help Colt Johnson either. Great match, but I think the turning point in this match was at one point Colt Johnson was hanging on the bottom rope. We look over and I see Mama CeeLo going crazy. So I look over to see what's going on, and it turns out that Wes Grouper has reached into his briefcase and he has gotten a scoop of Bucked Up. He's going to give it to Colt. He's trying to get Colt energized in this match. Pastor CeeLo comes from out of nowhere, grabs the scoop, and downs it. At this point, I didn't know that it was Bucked Up. Colt Johnson and I lock eyes, and I said, "Was that?" And he said, and I said, "Oh, no." CeeLo took a whole scoop of Bucked Up pre-workout to the face, and he bucked up and literally beat the snot out of Colt Johnson.
Yeah, he did. Usually it's the Lord that gives him his power. This time, Colt did it to himself. It was the Bucked Up, and as we've seen him use to defeat the likes of Shogun Jackson Stone and to defeat the likes of the former Mega Heavyweight Champion Josh Bishop, Pastor CeeLo climbed to the second rope, and Jesus took the wheel, and CeeLo wins 1, 2, 3, and still your Mega Heavyweight Champion. Love to see it.
Falling back onto Vito being in charge, I don't know how well that's going to fare for Pastor CeeLo.
No joke, though, honestly.
Tommy said we need to test CeeLo for illegal substance.
Well, I
This ain't
mean,
that-
I'm pretty.
This ain't that promotion, bro.
I'm pro.
Tick in the comments said false prophet and Victor
Cole
Bailoff.
brought that illegal substance into the match.
Yeah,
So,
that
or
illegal
West
substance
or whatever. So
it was brought in by Wes Grouper. Victor Bailoff said the match included the biggest, and then there was 4 other guys in there with me. So, I mean, Victor Bailoff clearly not happy over losing that match. Tick's agreeing with Tommy that CeeLo needs to be tested for illegal substances. But then we'll see. In 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, is my favorite event of the year. We are at Kalahari. It is Colossal Con, and it is going to be so fun.
Oh, where is... I want to grab the flyer. Of course, I don't have the flyer.
That's all right. On the flyer, there's some great, great all-time legends of Ohio wrestling, and there's Blake Dixon.
Right.
I mean,
how does he? I don't know how he got put on that damn thing before Vito took over. What's going on?
Yeah. So, I was talking in the comments earlier with Al's camera, and I had seen her. She shared the picture, and I commented on it of Alex doing this thing right here. And I said, I've never seen Al fangirl so hard. And she said, oh, just wait until I see Crumbles and Defarge or the Koger brothers. And right there at the top of that poster is Vandal 48, Christian Napier, and Atticus and Otis Koger.
Now, I don't know how this affects us, but I can't remember which one it is.
Christian broke his arm. Christian broke his arm or something like that. He hurt something. I also saw that Otis. I also saw that Otis was hurt as well. They were trying to get, they said something happened. I'm pulling it up right now about Otis.
Yeah, and I think Otis had like a GoFundMe or something possibly for him.
He wanted people to. He said, "Go buy merch if you could."
Yes, his merch for sure. Definitely.
Let's see. Yeah. So last Saturday, Christian broke his collarbone and fractured his shoulder in 3 different places. That was what Christian did. Let's see. I'm still looking for Otis's. But Otis also, there it is. Oh, he got a very bad cut, and it put him in the hospital when he was returning home from Vegas.
So he might be okay.
So Otis might be okay to wrestle. Christian, however, will not be okay to wrestle. But I guarantee you that if Otis and Atticus are there, Christian will not be far behind. Also in this picture, we have, essentially right in the middle, the mega pillars. It's all we got left. These 2 guys, we need Mo. I saw Mo's post earlier. He said, what the hell to the EGA Championship Wrestling?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see Mo come in and try to restore some order. But at the bottom, you do have Blake Dixon and you do have Coco Jima on either side of our champion and on either side of Big Mo. If you are not familiar with these people, you need to be familiar with my boy Maximilian and my girl Heather Blue.
That's right, dude.
Yes, they will be there as well as I believe Adam Wick will be there. I know there's going to be a bunch of people. We're going to hear more about Adam Wick shortly, but Colossal Con is always a fun time. Friday, May 29th. I can't tell you what time the first show starts, but I know that we're doing 3 different shows.
I would care. It's I would care to bet it's either like a 4, 6, and 8, or
like a 5, 7, 9.
It's a generally 2 hours in between shows with a short intermission in between shows, hour and a half show, give or take a little. But
I think I didn't get to go last year, but the year before I think we did an hour and a half show and then took a half hour break, and then we did an hour and a half show and took a half hour break. So
and it is beyond like our Night of Champions as like our biggest show of the year. Colossicon is the most fun
there you
will
go.
have
Jill said,
at a mega show.
Jill said it is usually 6, 8, and 10.
6,
That
8,
sounds
and
about
10.
right.
I wasn't sure
said
if the
that-
third one
yeah.
started that late or not. Yeah, it
Yeah,
goes.
that
It goes.
sounds about
Yeah,
right.
dude, and hey, it's a party. It's a party.
Yes, it is a
and you can
party.
just go up, buy a ticket for the day and come. Yeah, it's
Yep, you can buy a singular ticket for Friday. They do also included with your singular ticket is not only the wrestling, but you do get access to the whole con floor where
exactly.
they have Pokemon cards, Funko Pops, action figures, tapestries, manga statues, anime statues, all kinds.
Well,
Last year,
and I think,
Ultima
like,
or Phantom Dragon brought a sweet rug, like an anime rug.
Yeah. And
Like,
I think
they
they
got
do
all
like
kinds of cool
signings and stuff throughout the weekend with different
Mhm.
people. And there's events and what's it called? Like talking stuff or whatever. And like, you know, you
The
can go to
panels.
shows, the panels. Thank you. Yeah, like it's dude, it's wild. Great time.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now to see if there's anybody that we
Oh,
know.
anybody? Yeah, I'm honestly not even sure this year if anybody that I know.
I know that somebody named
who was it?
Cutie Pie Sensei is going to be there, and she's like a cosplayer. Hayden Debiao is she's a voice
Rufio
actor.
there the other year. Was that him last year? Rufio
If Rufio was there, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, I want to say he was there a couple years back, maybe. That was a good fucking time.
All right, here we go. All guests. I got Clifford Chapin, Kristen McGuire. These are all voiceover from anime shows. Sharami
right.
Lay looks like she Sailor Moon. So this one I do know, and I'm pretty excited. And if she's there, I'm gonna try to meet her on Friday. Serenado Cheney. She is the voice of Ash fucking Ketchum.
Yeah, bro, that's cool as shit.
So that's pretty cool. Let's see, going down. I don't really know Joshua
And
Waters.
she's done a bunch of stuff because I've recognized that voice on different anime shows for sure.
She's a couple characters in. She's actually Ash's mom, but she's one of the characters in Fortnite. She's like one of the like boss skins. She got that. Let's see, we got Yaya Han, who is a cosplayer. There's I don't know who Alexi Kai. Again, not really familiar with these people. So You Think You Can is a count. Samurai Dan, Paradox, The Manly Battleship, Borderline.
It is definitely more of like an anime con.
Yes.
Than like
or like a cosplay con, because there was a lot of
right.
like cosplay last year, and I thought that was fucking sweet.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of different cosplays of all variety of different characters and you know, however, whatever you can think of, it's there. But it's not as much of like a comic con necessarily. It's more geared for anime, and
they do have, like I said, they do have stuff last year when I went around, because I'm not really an anime guy. I do like Funkos and shit like that. But like,
right, for sure.
They had booths, you know, with Funkos, and they had booths with graded cards and, you know, trading cards and stuff like that. But like you said, the majority of the booths were anime statues and, again, cool shit, but not up my alley. But before that, we do have an event this weekend. NEOPro will be returning to the Eagles Club in Louisville. Bro, after the events we had at NEOPro 4 and Uncle Wilbur winning the championship and then vacating said championship, NEOPro needs a new champion.
Yeah.
So this Saturday we'll start off the first round of tournament matches, and a new champion will be crowned August 8th, I believe.
Have they released a bracket?
I don't think so. I think we just got this first.
Okay.
Like, this is just like the first set of first round matches. So I think it's 4 matches this time and then 4 matches the next time. That gets us to our final 2 matches. And then we have, you know, winner versus winner for the championship. So first match up. Oh, this isn't for this. This is for the IW Guide Heavyweight Championship, as the champion Zay Garcia will be going one-on-one with Christian Robinson, a man I am not familiar with at all. I've never gotten to see him live. I have seen some posts of people, sharing his stuff. And since he's, been announced at NEOPro, I'm kind of excited to see him come in and fight Zay. Zay's a beast and doesn't seem like he wants to let that title go for anybody.
No, and I don't see how he could. I mean, and like you said, Christian's new to us. I'm sure I'm sure he's going to be a formidable opponent for him, but Zay's not lying down. Like, this is going to be a fight.
No, 100%. So we can't wait to see this one. This match will be the first round. The former Great Lakes champion, Trey Lamar, going one-on-one with Crash Jackson. Are you familiar with Crash Jackson, Tony?
I want to say I've seen him recently somewhere on something. Was he at the last? This
is his NEOPro debut. He's been at Wrestling Revolver a lot. Maybe
it's at Revolver. I know I've heard the name, or I've seen.
He's a beast.
He looks very familiar. Yeah,
he's a beast. This will be, in my opinion, one of those matches where you have differing styles. Trey Lamar, the high flyer, the bouncy, versus Crash, who is trying to essentially wreck you. I
mean, you can see it by that picture that he has right there. He is, no frill, and it's all punches, elbows. He's gonna break your nose before he jumps off the rope.
This is just a singles match. This is just a 1v1 after months of winning matches on the pre-show. Bray McKenzie getting his shot on the main card, but I don't know if this is a good one to draw. Isaiah Prince.
Yeah. I mean, and Bray's no slouch, man. He can go. But, man, Isaiah Prince is a different monster. He's a big boy, big man.
Yeah, so, Bray McKenzie, like you said, he's able to get this done. We've seen him do it, but Isaiah Prince is very, very furious after losing his last couple matches. The tag team championships will be on the line as Patrick Hayes and Jimmy Shane defend against the former champions, Studio 86.
This one should cook. I mean, we've seen Patrick Hayes and Jimmy Shane be a team now for a good little while, and nothing's going amiss. Nothing's going awry. Patrick Hayes is still... But how long? But how long? It seemed like there was a little.
Yeah, no, it seemed like there was a little animosity towards at the end of the last match.
Okay. So, but that's not like, are we going to see the old Patrick Hayes rear his face here, or is it just going to end up being a ruse the whole time, or maybe not even? Maybe he just gets sick of Jimmy Shane being Jimmy Shane.
Yeah. I mean, that's very, very much could be true. But we'll see the tag team titles on the line here. This is the one I think I might.
One. I'm not sure if the women's match is in this one. My. So we'll see. I was paging back.
This one might be the one I'm most excited about. Tyler Jordan has been on a tear at NEOPro. But coming in is a man that I look up to both literally and figuratively. Big Bill Collier, also known as Agent Zero.
100%. You can see Collier, Agent Zero, every week destroying people. And Tyler Jordan is a legitimate, challenger here. He's just as big, just as mean and menacing. Don't let that little smirk fool you. I'm sure. This is a good first round.
No, 100%. These are two big guys. These guys are about the same size. Tyler. I don't want to say Tyler is might be a little more athletic than Bill because I've seen Bill go crazy. So
Right.
I'm excited as hell for this one. We will see the guiding light, Matthew Taylor, as he has promised violence. What that means, I have no idea.
It could mean anything, literally anything.
We talked about him earlier. You'll see him at the con, but if you're not going to be at the con, you do get a chance to see him this weekend. The new Great Lakes champion, Adam Wick, will be in action as he defends his title against the Rowdy Rebel, Colton Quinn. Nice to see Colton. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Like, nice to see Quinn back. And we talked about Adam Wick earlier. That, I mean, both of these guys can go. This one's going to be a high flyer, indie darling match, man.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
Adam Wick just won that title in the Fatal 4-Way Eliminator at the last show at NEOPro 4. Colton Quinn just won the Heavyweight Championship at V1P.
Yes.
So we will see. And then, obviously, Uncle Wilbur.
This is the one that I missed.
This match, I did remember this because of the animosity last show between Micah and Jocelyn Navarro. We had an interfering MJ Santana.
I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't on their latest post of the match cards. So unless something got changed, this is still on the card.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about this, being canceled or anything like that.
Okay.
But they do have Megan Myers as your special guest referee, and Micah trying to take that title off of the gold standard, Jocelyn Navarro.
I don't remember exactly what. I know Megan was hurt there for a little while.
Okay, so at the last show,
there's going to be a triple threat match at one point between these three?
No, at the last show, we had Megan Myers versus MJ Santana. Jocelyn Navarro interfered in said matchup and caused MJ Santana to win.
Did Joss and Megan have a match at some point, or that? Right.
Yes. I mean, I believe so. I believe it. They got into it at the Rumble, at the whatever they call their
that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay.
But they never really, I don't think, officially had a match 1v1 for the title. Okay. But at the last show, like I said, MJ Santana or Jocelyn interfered in MJ's match. Then later on in the evening, when Jocelyn was going up against Micah to defend that title, MJ Santana interfered in Jocelyn's match and helped Jocelyn retain.
Yes.
While Jocelyn and MJ were beating up on Micah, Megan runs out to make the save. She says that, Micah should have got a fair shot. She did not. So therefore, she's going to make sure she does at the next show.
There you go.
So Megan Myers will be your special guest referee this weekend. Like I said, we have all kinds of other matches going on. Uncle Wilbur will be there to vacate the title and officially retire in ring. So if you can get out to Louisville, I know that Front Row is sold out, but they are trying to pack that building to the brim.
Oh, they will.
And I don't want to look past his comment, because when we started talking about NEOPro, we got some eyeballs in the chat.
Mm-hmm. It was a few minutes back, but it was.
It's been a while since we've seen him. We've seen this man before. I believe one of the last times we saw him, he went to. He came out and defeated Uncle Wilbur.
Oh, okay.
So this, before, I mean, this was a couple months ago. But he made his return and he defeated Uncle. Or maybe it was in the Rumble. It wasn't a one-on-one match, but he did come out in the Rumble and was able to throw.
Yes.
And he was able to throw Uncle Wilbur over the top rope. So,
man, if they haven't announced a bracket,
who's to say? Who's to say?
100%.
So we apologize for being late tonight, guys, but thank you guys for all hanging out with us. We appreciate it. It's a team effort. I won't let you take all the heat. It's a team effort. But we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us, talking wrestling as always. We will see you this Thursday for the debut
Oh,
episode of Thursday Night Mozzarella.
Oh man.
I hope to see some of you on Saturday at
What's it
NEOPro. And if we don't see you at those places, hopefully we will see you at the con. And obviously we'll talk a little bit more about that next week because I want to talk a little bit more about XICW as I'll be making my return up there at the end of the month for
That'll be fun.
The red, white, and blue bash or something like that they're calling it. It's like a beat down. But I know that one match has been you should definitely, because one match that's been announced already, Tony, Rhino versus the DBA. And I believe it's some kind of hardcore match. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, DBA does a flaming elbow. It was his birthday a couple days ago, so shout out to the DBA. Happy birthday. But yeah, let's see. Where's it at? Yeah, it's called Red, White, and Screwed. That's what the name of the show is. And we will be having Rhino versus the DBA. And it just says, oh, there it is. One-Eyed Jack's Extreme Bar Fight.
Oh my God.
So, and Rhino will also have the legendary Bill Alfonso in his corner.
Let me see. Is this it right here? What was it called?
They don't have a picture. They got like a video. I'll send it to you.
I'm the DBA and you're not?
No, that was the last show they had on the 16th. That was the show they had this past Saturday. That was DBA's birthday show. Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Yep. Let me
But it's like a little video. But yes, they are back at One-Eyed Jack's, which was a great venue. I had a lot of fun going there. But yeah, back at One-Eyed Jack's. And
is it like a little bar kind of deal, or?
Dude, so it is like a little bar, but it's so like to explain it. Let me see. I'm trying to think of somewhere we've been that has it.
Here,
like
I should have.
Yep.
Is it like kind of like a Rookies?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Yeah, this might be loud.
Yeah, so we will have XICW back at One-Eyed Jack's. And you can right there, you can follow them, Real XICW Detroit on the gram. But yeah, so like it's like Rookies, right? But when we walked in, they had the wrestling ring right there, but then on the other side of the bar, dude, they had like 25 sets of cornhole boards.
Oh,
where people were playing cornhole inside.
That's
like
cool.
It was sweet. They had like a board on the wall that made me think like, oh, they have like a league. You know what I'm saying? Like a dart league, but
they have tournaments
board.
And stuff for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. They had really good food. They had really good food. DBA bought us some food. Like I said, Rhino, I got to meet the Soul Taker the last time I was up at XICW. Overall, it was a great show. And, they invited me back, so I'm going back. So May 31st, I'm back up in Detroit for XICW. And like I said, we'll break down that card. The more we get from it, we'll talk about Con coming up. Just, stick with us. Thank you all for hanging out again, man. We appreciate you. And we'll see you guys all on Thursday night.
Absolutely.
Later.